What is up, my beautiful Scorpio gemstones? It's your girl Gemma Jade, and welcome to Moon Bear Oracle. So sometimes I show my face, you'll get to know me, sometimes I don't. That depends on when during the day I'm doing the videos. If it's really late at night like it is now, or super early in the morning, I don't have my face on. So moving right along, this is February 2022's monthly reading. I'm hoping at some point in the near future to be able to do monthly and weeklies, okay? So what I would like to do is whichever sign has the most views or the most likes, I would like to do that order the next time and go like that month to month. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for March's readings because I'm not releasing the videos all on the same day. I had a little bit of a tragedy in my family. I got held up for about a week and a half. So I do something a little bit different than what I'm seeing most oracle readers do. I will do a base reading, I will do a clarification, and then I will pull one card from your universe and your guides. I will read to you what the book says the card means, and I'll tell you what I'm getting from spirits, okay? I channel angels, guardian angels, guardians, guides, any otherworldly attachments you may have, like extraterrestrial, earth angel, starseed, fairy, shapeshifter, even animal guides, any beings of love, light, and peace that are attached to you or the universe, the cosmos, who want to come in and give you messages for the month. That's who's coming through. So with all that being said, I am using Into the Lonely Woods for your main spread, The Magic of You Oracle for your clarification, and from Message from Your Angels and Guides, the Angels of Atlantis. Without further ado, and I hope I'm not forgetting anything, let's get this started. Stay tuned to the end so you can find out how to contact me or how to get a personal reading. Can I have 3 cards for my Scorpio family for the month of February 2022, please? Okay, so first card is card number 34, Our Shadows Are Beautiful. Second card, card number 23, The Beneath Opens Up to You. And third card is card number 15, Your Inner Light Will Guide You. Even when alone, we must express, seek communion, and understand our inner voices. We put down all the instruments of distraction and allow what we have avoided to rise within us, and we will find what we feared is beautiful. You are fascinating and have so many layers, and you deserve the time to understand these or to appreciate the never-ending mystery of who you are. So write or sing or create or ponder when alone. Allow what you discover and connect with to sing into the spaces once filled with distraction and busyness. Now you can be more deeply known because you have met yourself. Now you are more loved because you have come to care so deeply for all that you are. And I feel like this is a really important message, okay? We aren't all kindness and butterflies and rainbows, right? We have our bad days. We even have parts of us that we really don't want other people knowing about, you know? But the thing is, we have to embrace every single part of ourselves. If we try avoiding our shadow self, what happens is we actually end up feeding it. All right. It just sits in the background getting stronger and stronger. And eventually it comes out completely unexpected. Okay. It's kind of like when you keep holding an anger at a certain person, holding it in, holding it in, holding in. And then all of a sudden one day you just blow, right? It's the same thing with our shadow selves, with the parts of ourselves that, again, we may not want to deal with, but the fact of the matter is we do have to deal with them. And I feel like in the month of February, what the universe is trying to tell you through this card is that it's time to do some shadow work. Okay, there's work to be done to maybe not completely change these aspects of ourselves, because we're always going to have negatives and we're always going to have shadow, right? But maybe to get a better grip on it, a better control over it, a better hold on it, so that, you know, when it happens that we get very angry or we get a little judgmental or whatever, we can stop ourselves and say, wait, where is this coming from? And we know which way to go, which direction we're going in, or why we maybe made a snap judgment against somebody, or why we treated somebody unkindly or unfairly. Even when people deserve it, I'm a huge believer in keeping your own side of the street clean. I'm not an eye for an eye type of person, and I really don't feel like the universe or the creator is either. Okay, and I'm not looking to get into religious debate. I know the Bible says that, but we can talk about Old and New Testament all day. I can talk you under the table most likely. What I'm talking about here is the here and now, and that's just my belief. I know the universe and spirit and source is filled with love and light and peace and kindness. And I know that a lot of us wish that we could be perfect. But guess what? Perfection, the perfect self, includes the positive plus the negatives. So I would really, really look into doing shadow work. And if that's not something you're interested in, or something that you don't think you can do, or have the time commitment and or patience to do, that you can't commit to right now, start expressing yourself through some form of art, songwriting, poetry writing. If you have been planning on writing a book, I don't know if energetically now would be the time to, start a project like that, but getting the feelings down, okay? Drawing them through a painting or a picture, whatever it is that helps you to express yourself artistically is going to be very therapeutic for you in the month of February. The beneath opens up to you, card 23. Your heart did not close, even though you were no longer in the small and safe spaces of the surface world. Into the great depths you plunged, your soul a tattered, your heart in pieces, your hands closed and tight. And now look at you. You have found your way in the endless beneath. Your hands have a gentle touch, and you draw to you the shyest of creatures, who know you are above all an ally, kin, and friend to their rare nature. You have found a home amongst all of the other misfits the world gave birth to, and you are creating your own destiny, which is which is clear, brighter, deeper, and more filled with joy and blessings than you could ever have imagined. Dive down into the hidden places, bright soul, and ready your heart for waves of joy. Not being afraid to be yourself. I feel like a lot of you, obviously this is a general reading. I should have said this in the beginning. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sorry about that. I'm just getting used to these videos. I feel like a lot of you have been through some kind of major, major disappointment, heartbreak, perhaps both. Okay. Something that you thought was going to last forever, or at least wasn't going to come to an end just yet, that you were planning on living through or enjoying a little bit more, came to a premature end in the recent past. And I feel like a lot of you have been having a really hard time dealing with that. You've gone even more into yourself, okay? You've been dealing a lot more with your shadow self, all right? But I feel like maybe through this, like just say it was like divorce, okay? You found other divorcees and have made kind of a little community amongst each other. And I feel like that's what the universe is saying. Find a community of like-minded individuals. Despite how shy you are, find people who are just as shy and make the community online, okay? Maybe you'll bond over whatever this art is. But if you don't feel like you're getting over it, that's even more of a reason to reach out to other people who are going through the same thing, shy or no shy. I don't know about shy, but I'm very introverted, okay? But when I'm online, talking to people or doing videos or doing live streams, it's like all of that goes away. And I do feel like an online community could be extremely therapeutic to people who are going through things but have issues with either awkwardness, social anxiety, or who just don't feel like being around people. All right. I do feel a lot of pain. I feel like perhaps feeling like you were in fact drowning, in tears, in emotions, in stress, rage perhaps. I feel like in February, you're finally going to start to heal and move on. It could be because of the shadow work or the acceptance of shadow self, or because of the art. It could be because of the first card, or it could simply be because you found your tribe, your like-minded allies, if you will. If this isn't resonating and you're like, nope, haven't found any like-minded allies, nope, haven't been, expressing myself, nope, haven't done any shadow work, February is the time for you to do that. I would really start looking, like I said, if you're a divorce came out of nowhere, start looking for divorcees. Look for it online, okay? Card number 15, your inner light will guide you. Light your own torch now and use this inner light to guide you on the path. Your inner light will illuminate the stony ground, the loose rocks, the thorns, and ditches along the way. Keep your inner light burning bright and trust the story unfolding beneath your feet. No one else can light the way. It is the light in your heart that will give you the greatest guidance when all about you falls into darkness. You may feel utterly alone at present, but know that others can see your light in the way you are showing. The torch that you bear will become the light that inspires others to step out of the crowd and follow the radiance of their soul. You are a way shower. And I really feel like this is the truth, Scorpio. I feel like your inner light is drawing people to you despite everything that you've recently been through or that you've been through in your life, everything that you're dealing with right now, all right? I feel like it's going to draw people to you. I feel like regardless of whether you like it or not, you're going to be a voice for or leader for other people. People are going to be coming to you for advice. People are going to be coming to you with their issues to make them feel better. And I feel like, Scorpio, that's one of the things you do best. No matter what you're going through, it's just the same for Pisces and Cancer too, on a lesser scale with Cancer, but it does happen with the water signs. No matter what you're going through, you're easily able to cheer someone else up. You're easily able to smile and laugh and joke if it'll make someone else happy. And I feel like that's kind of what's going to be going on for the month of February. Maybe with this group you found, you're going to be, you know, the leader or the person everyone turns to for decision making. I also am getting maybe something about following your heart, your passion. Maybe now is the time. I believe this goes a little bit with card one, or a lot with card one. Following your heart, your inner light to this passion of yours. Poetry, rap music, singing, dancing, writing a book, whatever it is. Okay, and I really feel like the month of December, by the end of it, you're going to have a lot of clarity, excuse me, that you did not have in the beginning of the month. And I feel like that is such an amazing thing. I've been saying with all the other signs that I've done so far that January and February 2022 energetically have just been like a complete and total bummer. Like, I hate the energy. I just don't like it, you know. As a collective, the energy is just blah. Everything is like crappy and dreary and foggy. But in March, just like the springtime, new things start blooming. Everything's fresh and bright. That's exactly what the energy is going to do as well for every sign. I feel like this Mercury in retrograde, which should be ending, aside from the shadow phase, of course, but it should be definitely ending on, I believe, the 5th. So that's 2 more days since I'm filming this, probably right around when this will be released. But then again, we still have these shadow phase. So really kind of hang in there, you know, don't give up, work with your shadow self, embrace your dark side, if you will. I'm not telling you to go out and hurt anybody or do anything dangerous, but embrace your dark side, okay? Use it as your guide. And I definitely do see a new person coming in who is a soul connection, a soul mate, if you will. And when I talk about soulmates and soul bonds and soul contracts, that does not necessarily have to be a romantic thing, okay? We have many different relationships with many different people. We have employers, employees, friends, family, lovers, you know, so it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I do feel a companion, an ally who you are connected with through lifetimes, who's going to be coming in definitely by the end of this month. Your first clarification card from the Magic of You Oracle is card number 20, the card of Oblivion. Open your arms. Are you blind to the gifts around you? Do you tend to cut your nose off to spite your face? There is something beautiful and useful in the dark reflection and sorrowful emotions, but these same emotions turn ugly when they rot and fester to become self-pity and martyrdom. The flowers are waiting for The flowers are waiting for when you are ready, but do not let them die. Do not let everyone know what's going on in your head. It is time to keep up appearances. There is great beauty and gifts around you, but you are turning your back on them. Be brave and rise above the suction of self-pity. Avoid wallowing in indulgent sorrows. You have inflicted enough self-suffering upon yourself. The girl stands in a pool of water. Her emotions are physically manifesting. The water is reflecting the moonlight, but it grows stagnant. It needs to swirl and move. Her arms are folded in resistance. She is blocking the peace and fulfillment that she yearns for and yet feels she must deny herself. The petals are starting to fly away in the wind. Do not miss your opportunity because you are wallowing and feeling sorry for yourself. Open your arms and receive the gifts waiting for you. Turn your face to the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. I do feel like I said, something has come to an end. You feel like you've suffered a great loss recently, Scorpio, okay? And I feel like it's really been affecting you. Here you are too, drowning in your sorrow, right? Here you are kind of wallowing in self-pity. But the good thing is, again, I do feel this soul connection coming in. I feel like you're going to put this wallowing, this self-pity, this woe is me attitude behind you, definitely by the end of this month, and use it. You're going to be using it for something, art or whatever it is, or to, help others for sure. But the universe is saying enough is enough. It's time to stop throwing yourself that pity party and just, kind of start working on getting over it. If it's something that's so terrible you can't get over all at once, maybe you did actually lose somebody, like a death, or maybe, someone did choose to ask for a divorce or whatever. If you were cheated on, whatever it may be, the time though for grieving and mourning, in your heart can be whenever you want. But if you start people hate when I say this, but I don't care. I stand by it. Fake it till you make it, okay? Put on a brave face for people. Don't tell a lot of people that you're still suffering over this. For some reason, the universe wants you to keep up appearances, okay? And I think that's because an opportunity is going to be coming in for you, and you need to, for whatever this opportunity is, come off as having your stuff together when you may not right now, okay? You have to keep up appearances, like the card said, and February is definitely the month to do that. I don't know if we're in February or maybe to start getting it together, and then this is going to be more of a March card, okay? Card number 16, Merak, embrace oneness with the universe. Are you rushing through life trying to achieve and acquire? When Merak appears, it's time to take a deep breath and slow down. Consider there are simple, small, happy things around you to which you are blind whilst you fixate on and desire larger goals and larger expectations that are making you feel increasingly cut off, frustrated, or despondent. The girl of Merak has stepped away from her desk, out of the kitchen, away from others' expectations. She has chosen to walk, not drive. She treads slowly in order to fully sense and notice the little things around her. Her heart lifts with a great sense of happiness. At her feet spring luscious berries and sweetly scented flowers. The world around her swells with pleasure as it senses itself being noticed and appreciated. It's time to step lightly into the world and be grateful for what you have. Notice the small things. The answers you seek reside in the small achievements and enjoyments of each day, and in your willingness to be one with the universe. Know that your role and place in the world is just as essential as anyone and anything else's. I feel so much this just emotional turmoil, Scorpio, that you're going through, that many of you are going through, okay? And again, I do feel it's an energetic thing. Just with the oblivion, your inner light, beneath opening. I mean, every single one of these cards, to me, shows some sort of really deep ingrained pain. Depending on your moon and rising sign, it's going to be a little bit different, depending on your astrology, really. But I feel like, yeah, the universe really needs you to, again, stop wallowing, stop telling everyone about why you're, pitying yourself right now. Don't tell everyone that your wife or husband asked for a divorce, okay? Don't just try to, I'm not saying bottle things up. I'm just saying try to find other things to talk about, other things to focus on. The universe is telling me to tell you to start a gratitude list in the month of February. So when you see this, every morning when you wake up, write down 3 things that you're grateful for right now, okay? Then you could write down 3 manifestations, 3 things that you want. But when you write the manifestation, write it down as if you already have it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Don't use finally. I'm so grateful I'm an astronaut and more. I'm so grateful I have $1 million in the bank and more. And I always tell people add that and more, because why stop at 1 million? Why not 10 million? You are definitely, the universe wants to give you everything you've ever wanted, but you have to embrace your oneness with it. Embrace oneness with the universe. Open your arms. Your inner light is guiding you, okay? You are getting messages. Pay attention to the messages from spirit, Scorpio. You're intuitive, right? Your intuition is almost always on point. You know what it is you have to do. I feel a little laziness in here. Okay, in this reading, laziness, you don't want to move on from the self-pity because it's easy to just lay around and moan and mope and bitch all day. But the universe is telling you February is the last month you're going to be able to do this. So you might as well pull out of it now before it sends you a tower moment, okay? And if you're familiar with regular astrology, tarot, you know what a tower moment is. It's basically the universe coming in and effing things up. It's a good thing because eventually it cleared out everything that you were unable to get rid of, but man, is it a doozy to go through. And you don't need more pain. I feel like a lot of you are already coming out of a tower moment, which is what the problem is. No more wallowing in self-pity. If you would just stop and look at what's around you, all of the blessings you have, your eyes are finally going to be open to an incredible opportunity of something that you've always wanted. The universe is trying to just hand you, but you're not seeing it because you're looking down. You're looking down and moping. Your third card of clarification from the Magic of You Oracle is card number 12, the card of Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Don't underestimate the impact you are making right now. If you sense resistance and are feeling frustrated or angry in the face of it, don't succumb to feeling powerless. The opposite is true. The Hex maiden holds her head high, her demeanor calm. She appears to be in contemplative repose, and from this relaxed, non-reactive position, she can best see and feel everything is well informed. Like her, be on alert, but guard your heart, your opinions, and mask your feelings. Resist the urge to lash out and attack. Stand strong and silent and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. The sun rises on the horizon of the dark sky. The perils of the night are lifting, but there is work to be done to restore balance. It is the winds of change that fan the maiden's hair and stir the obscuring mist to rise up from the valley floor, clearing to show the way ahead. If this card is drawn in conjunction with Yonia, which it is not, remember, when you point the finger, there are 3 pointing back at you. Before you judge others and take punitive action, consider how you appear reflected in their mirror. If you're brave enough to face them, are you brave enough to face yourself first? And I'm going to give you the ritual enchanted black ice to freeze the effect of those who would willfully harm you, others, or a situation. Create this enchanted black ice. In a glass jar, blend rainwater, hand collected by you, or if that's not available, use water gathered from an unpolluted natural source. The last resort would be bottled spring water, but if you can gather the water yourself, it's much better. Fill the jar 3/4 from the top. Using a dropper, place 9 drops of India ink into the water and swirl with a knife until the water turns black. During this process, repeat aloud the name of the person or describe the situation you wish to hold accountable and bind, stop, or prevent. When the water is completely black, put a lid on the jar and place it in your freezer. The carbon particles of the ink have a binding effect. The pure water, when cooled to ice, freezes the person or situation from further harmful effect. Keep the black ice for a minimum of 3 weeks or until the next full moon. When you're ready to release the situation so that it can positively transform, take the black ice from the freezer and place in the morning sun. Allow the black ice to melt. When it is liquid, pour it onto the earth. India ink is made from lamp soot and is non-toxic. Buried in the dirt, any negativity is nullified and the energy transformed, okay? What I'm seeing here is just another card of kind of telling you, you know, guard your heart, guard your opinions, mask your feelings. It's another fake it till you make it. Become comfortable in the month of February with with being angry, Scorpio, okay? And learn why you're so. Don't just kind of go with the flow of anger and resentment and the why me's, the pity parties, right? The beneath opening up to you, finding a like-minded community or person. The universe offering you abundance. No longer feeling like you're drowning, like this little fuzzy creature, okay? Is it drowning, or is it just saying hello to the little clownfish there? I don't know. What I do know is the wallowing in self-pity has got to stop. You have missed several opportunities in the last few weeks since this all started. Let your inner light not only guide you, but shine, Scorpio, okay? Let it shine. Be a beacon of light to others. This card tells you that there is someone or a group of someone's that are against you and that have caused you a lot of pain and rage. But instead of lashing out, work with that, okay? Put it into art. Make it a thing of beauty. And I promise you, it's going to be so incredibly transformative. You have to stop and smell the coffee or the roses, okay? And really see what's right in front of you. Start a gratitude list. Start positive manifestation. Stop the negative self-talk. Stop feeling bad for yourself. Open your arms up to the universe. There is so much abundance coming in for you. But again, if you're looking down, you are not going to be able to see it. And I feel like that's been the problem all along. So in the month of February, really, if you're an artist of any kind, this is going to be an amazing month for you to practice your art, no matter what it is. Even if it's, you know, writing a book. I consider myself an artist as an author for sure. I don't have any nonfiction published, but I do write it, and it is very therapeutic. Please believe in yourself. If you are a religious person, then start praying. If you're a spiritual person, start meditating and praying. Open yourself up to the gifts of the universe. You are so closed off to everyone and everything. I'm also getting a familial situation where you may be arguing or in a fight with one or several members of your family. I feel like what the universe is asking you to do, sorry, I'm drinking my Red Bull. It's really late and I'm tired. What the universe is asking you to do, Scorpio, is try your very best to see the situation from their point of view. I know Scorpio suns, again, it depends on the astrology, but a lot of Scorpio suns are kind of quick to anger, even if it fades just as quickly. Try to see the other person's point of view, okay? Let's get a message from your guides and angels. You got the romance card, the angel Zafkiel. Zafkiel is aware of the yearning that currently exudes from your heart and intuitively receives the strong desire in your emotional body for the joy of romance, whether this be in new love or in an existing relationship. This stirring is often related to the fact that an ideal of love has not been experienced for some time. Explore this notion, truly identifying what that could be. The angels are returning you to a higher vibration of love. So don't cling tightly to the idea of love from your past and be prepared to embark on a new way of loving. This is a time of wondrous change in your loving propensities. Trust that Zafkiel will work Trust that Zafkiel will work this out for your highest good. This will allow your force to envelop all aspects of your ideal love in service of the unified field of light, for we are all interconnected, okay? And again, sorry, I'm a little nervous. I read constantly all the time, privately, publicly, but this is the launch of a new channel, so please bear with me. Romance coming in. Obviously, this is not going to be for all of you. I'm going to leave that card there because I did get that off of this with this soul connection. This does not have to be romantic, but for, I think, a lot of you, it's going to be. And I feel like a lot of you, what's going on with this pity party, this kind of misery, this F the world mentality that you've had is because your heart was broken, okay? Obviously, not going to be the case for all of you guys. Whatever it is, take what resonates and leave the rest. Your heart doesn't have to have been broken because of a loved one. or because a romantic relationship didn't work out. Your heart could be broken because you lost somebody. Your heart could be broken because, you know, you lost a job. I don't know how sensitive you are. But this romance, this wondrous, beautiful, soul-connected, empowering love that's going to come in, you are not even going to notice this person if you don't stop throwing yourself a pity party. Scorpio, that's all I have for you for the month of February 2022. I really hope this helped. I do personals. You can hit me up at MoonBearOracle@gmail.com. That's MoonBearOracle, all one word, @gmail.com. I will try to leave a link in the description box to my other channel, Gemma Jade, or you can check out a link I'm going to leave down there of one of my live streams that I do every Wednesday night from 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, where I pull one oracle card and read intuitively for everyone and anyone who comes in. First come, first serve basis. And if you want to check it out, then come check a live every Wednesday night. Friday nights, you can find me on Paranormal Chop Shop with Jake Smith, Chad Smith from the Chad Smith podcast, Sunny from Paranormal Chop Shop. I go on in there at around 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I stay till 11 p.m. Eastern Time, but they're usually there on Paranormal Chop Shop on YouTube. Saturday and Sunday nights, you can find me on Spaced Out Radio right here on YouTube, where I do the After Hours show with Big Willie Townsend and John Hudson. We talk everything paranormal, supernatural, extraterrestrial, and everything in between. It's an amazing time from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays and Sundays. Please subscribe if you haven't already. This is a brand new channel. I know that I'm a little awkward and uncomfortable. I'm still figuring out my setup. Like I said, most of the time you will see my face in the readings. It'll be like a regular reading, but sometimes I just have to get the videos out. I'm sorry that this is so late and came after the 1st of February. For March, I'm going to try to do better. April, May, June, who knows when, sometime soon in the next few months, I would like to do once a month and once a week for each sign. That's my goal with this channel. I'm also still creating a crystal jewelry line and a jewelry healing spiritual jewelry line for Etsy, but that's been a little slow going as well. But I have so many projects going on. On my Gemma Jade channel, I talk about the paranormal, the extraterrestrial, the supernatural. I cover some true crime. I really run the gamut, but it's tons of fun over there. And please consider, again, subscribing. Like, subscribe, spread the love by sharing this video. And again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your astrology, you can Google free natal chart or go to Cafe Astrology free natal chart. I'm not connected with them or sponsored in any way. I just think that's a great site so you can get your astrology. Be kind to each other. It doesn't cost anything. Also, be kind to yourselves. And I will see you next time, Scorpio. Thank you so much.